Welcome to my channel Tears of Islam. My beloved brothers and sisters, have you ever faced a moment where you were accused of something you didn't do? Where people misjudged you, gossiped about you, or misunderstood your silence as weakness? And you felt that burning urge to explain yourself, to defend your name, to prove them wrong? Let me tell you something powerful today. When Allah defends you, your silence becomes your strength. Not every battle needs your sword. Not every accusation needs your voice. Sometimes the greatest reply is no reply, because your silence speaks of trust in the one who sees everything, hears everything, and knows everything. Trusting Allah in trials. Let's return to the Qur'an, to a woman who was tested in a way most of us cannot even imagine. Maryam, peace be upon her. She came to her people carrying a child. She hadn't spoken to anyone, and no one knew what had happened. The whispers began. Accusations filled the air. Fingers pointed. Tongues moved. But what did Allah instruct her to do? Indeed, I have vowed a fast to the Most Merciful, so I shall not speak to any human today. Surah Maryam 19:26. She remained silent, and it was Allah who spoke on her behalf through her newborn child. A miracle occurred. The baby, Isa, Jesus, peace be upon him, spoke in the cradle and cleared her name. What does this teach us? That when the world turns against you, your silence in obedience can lead to Allah's divine defense. Not every insult needs a comeback. Sometimes, by holding back, you rise above. And the servants of the Most Merciful are those who walk upon the earth humbly. And when the ignorant address them, they respond with words of peace.
Surah Al-Furqan 25, 63.
The power of silence. At times in life, people will speak about you, misjudge you, criticize you, or even fabricate lies. Your immediate reaction may be to speak out, to defend yourself, to shout the truth. But pause and reflect. Sometimes the most powerful statement is no statement at all. When you remain silent with dignity, Allah becomes your defender. He becomes your witness. He becomes your protector. And what better protection is there than from the one who knows the truth? Words can be like arrows. Once released, they cannot be taken back. One word spoken in anger can undo what patience and tears built over months. That is why silence is often not weakness, but wisdom. When false accusations hurt, let us remember Prophet Yusuf, peace be upon him. He was betrayed, falsely accused, and imprisoned. He didn't rush to defend himself. He waited. He trusted Allah. And Allah cleared his name in a way no human effort could have done. Sometimes, if you stay silent for the sake of Allah, your silence becomes your worship. If you're only reacting because your ego is hurt, then perhaps silence is more pleasing to your Lord. The dignity of the believer. The believer doesn't chase validation. They don't rely on public approval. They walk with Allah, and that's enough. Let them mock your hijab. Let them doubt your silence. Let them laugh at your prayer. You walk with Allah, and that is greater than any applause they can give. Is not Allah sufficient for His servant?
Surah Az-Zumar 49,
Silent strength is a sign of faith. Even the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was insulted, mocked, and accused. And what did Allah say? Indeed, we are sufficient for you against the mockers. Surah Al-Hijr 15 hours 95 minutes. You do not have to fight every battle. You only need to fall into sujud, prostration. Because when you fall before the Most High, you rise in the best way. Final reflection. Maybe they tried to bury you, but they didn't realize. You were a seed, and a seed must be buried before it grows. It must be placed in darkness before it breaks open and brings life. What they thought was your end may actually be your beginning. Sometimes the pain was never a punishment. It was a preparation. The accusations were not your destruction. They were your elevation. So when you're hurt, misunderstood, or slandered, don't waste your energy on explaining. Turn to Allah. Talk to Him. Cry in sujud. Let Him fight your battles. Your silence isn't weakness. It's trust in His justice. And remember, the one who walks with Allah never walks alone.